Hey everyone, hope you all are good and safe. I'm going to start my new session, and in this session I'm going to start with the same case, third case only. Previously we did some notes and some examples, yani ki second example of case 3, right? So hope you all know very well now because already we did two examples. So I'm starting with the next one, and if anybody don't know still the notes, then keep the notes with you. Okay, now let's start with the next third example, and here it is given: find the series solution, or else we can say that find the singular points, or by using Frobenius method find the series solution of x square y double dash plus 4xy dash plus x square plus 2 bracket over y equals to 0. Okay, let me clarify one thing again. Just for the any kind of example, second, third or fourth examples, just follow the first example pattern. Okay, because here I have just written main steps, so please first examples keep it with you right now if you have. Okay, so in the very first step you will rewrite the equation and you will give the equation number 1 as we know, right? Then you have to find it is from singular points or it is from ordinary points. So for that you have to find p of x, and p of x you have to check the denominator whether it is coming 0 or non-zero. So from these all the methods I found here singular point, and for the singular again you have to find regular singular or irregular singular. So please do this whole procedure and just note down here. And next step, now here it it is of singular points. So the solution will be summation k equals to 0 to infinite c k x is to m plus k, right? Now see the equations. There are given three components, that y dash and y double dash. So for that you have to find y dash and y double dash. So just find these derivatives, there's first and the second derivative, and putting these all the values in equation number 1. This one will be your equation number 1. So So it will be x square as it is, y double dash its value, for x as it is, putting the values of y dash, x square plus 2 as it is, and put the values of y. Okay. Now you have to check whether it is given any kind of brackets or not. If there is given any kind of brackets, then first open it, and that will be your first step. So see here the last term that having a bracket, that x square plus 2. So you have to just open it first. So first and second term will be as it is, into the third term x square into the y, here x square into the y and plus 2 करके 2 into the y, and y you all know very well, right? So that will be that I have written here, you can see that. Okay, now next you have to convert x term into the single terms of x, right? So in this step I have did this in this step. Okay, so see the first term, that is given x square into the x is to m plus k minus 2. So converting into the single term of x, so that will be x is to m plus k, right? See the second term, again that having x, two terms of x. So again converting into the single terms of x, so it will be 4 as it is, and x is to m plus k only, because plus 1 minus 1 that will be removed. Here I have written plus x square into the y, yani ki again you have to convert into the single term of x, so that will be m plus k plus 2, and the last term that won't have any kind of x terms, so just keeping as it is. Okay, now into the next step, you have to check is there any similar power of x or not. If yes, then just keeping out the common. So take common terms. So see the first, second, and the last term. These all the terms having a similar power, that is x is to m plus k. So just keeping out the common, taking the common terms. So see the first and second term, this both term having m plus k and the last term don't have m plus k. So from this both the terms, first and the second terms, keeping outside m plus k, this one. So the remaining term will be m plus k minus 1 and here plus k 4, right? So m plus k minus 1 plus 4, so that will be m plus k plus 3, this one. Again repeating, from this both the terms m plus k is common, so I have written here m plus k. Now the remaining term for the first and the second term is m plus k minus 1 and here plus 4, right? So m plus k minus 1 plus 4, so that will be m plus k plus 3. Okay, and from the last term there is no m plus k, it is only given plus 2, so I have written here plus 2. And this from these all the terms which are common terms, that ck and x is to m plus k, so I have written here. Okay, now see this third term, that is a single term of x. Okay, so just keeping as it is, k equals to 0 to infinite, ck is to m plus k equals to 0. Okay, now you have to, in the next step, you have to make a similar power. Okay, so see the first term having m plus k and the second term is having m plus k plus 2, right? So you have to convert, you have to do the changes in the last term, and that you have to make m plus k power only, right? So for this converting, you have to apply any case for the k term. Okay, so applying k equals to 2. So first term keeping as it is, and the second term I'm putting k equals to 2, यानी कि k minus 2 equals to 0. So k equals to 2 to infinite. K की जगह पे क्या लिखना है, k minus 2, so that will be k sec k minus 2 excess 2. Again in place of k I am writing k minus 2, so minus 2 plus 2 will be cancelled out, so excess to m plus k. Okay, now see these both term having a similar power, but see the series has been different. First one series is going to start with the 0 to infinite, and the second one is starting from 2 to infinite. So from this both the series you have to take a common series, you have to make one common series, and that will be your 2 to infinite. So for that, from the first term you have to write two terms, that is for k equals to 0 and the k equals to 1. Okay, so putting k equals to 0, so that will be m as it is, here k0 रखना है यहाँ पे, so that will be m plus 3 plus 2, c in place of k0 excess to m. Okay, same you have to apply for the k equals to 1, so that will be this one term, m plus 1 m plus 4 plus 2 c1 excess to m plus 1. Okay, now you can write this combined series, that is from 2 to infinite. Okay, so from 2 to infinite, m plus k plus 3 plus 2 into the ck, and from this ck minus 2, and this whole bracket over, and the remaining term will be excess to m plus k, so I have written here excess to m plus k. Okay, now next part, you have to equate the terms, right? So equating these all the terms, so it will be first term equals to 0. Here there are given three terms. You are getting three terms, right? So first, second and third, these all the terms equals to 0. So first term, that is m into m plus 3 plus 2 equals to 0. Sorry, into the c0 equals to 0. So this one will be m square plus 3m. I'm just opening this bracket. M square plus 3m plus 2. And after then making a factor, so it will be, I have written directly m plus 1 m plus 2 into the c0 equals to 0, but as we know c0 can't be possible 0, so these both the factors equals to 0, so m equals to minus 1 and minus 2. Okay, so this one is a common part for all the cases, case 1 case 2 and case 3. Okay, okay, now this both the roots are distinct and differ by an integer, we can say that. Okay, because here we are getting a root minus 1 and minus 2, so the third case will be applicable. and you have to apply it for the smallest root, and that is your -2. Okay, so m1 will be -2 and m2 will be -1. Now you have to apply one condition for that, whether it is coming, what is belong in Z or not. So for that it is m1 minus m2. So m1 is -2, m2 is -1. So -2 minus plus 1. So then after you will get -1 which belongs to Z. Here I have not written, but for that see the first example. Okay. So m1 minus m2 is belongs to Z. It's obviously. Now second term equals to 0 and third term equals to 0. So second term is there, m plus 1 into m plus 4 plus 2 into the c1 equals to 0. Okay. Now putting this -2, then you will get c1 equals to 0 by 0. Please you can check that. Here I have not written this whole term. Didn't specify, but you can write in your book and you can check that. C1 will be C1 will be 0 by 0. And so that will be, we can say that C1 is being indeterminate form. Okay, so for that C1 will be your arbitrary constants. Okay, so definitely as said in the notes, there are two conditions. First one it is for indeterminate form, and the second one it is for infinite form, right? So from this, if you are getting first condition, and if you are getting first condition, then there will be two constants any. So one is c0, that is a common part, and c1 or c2 rest of the other arbitrary constants, that will be a from the indeterminate form. So here c1 is being indeterminate form. Okay, so c1 will be your arbitrary constant. So these examples, third example yani ki we can say that it is same like a first example. Okay, so I've written just for the practice because it is same like the first example only. You can see that because in the first example, of course, we found c1 as an arbitrary constant, and here again we are getting c1 as arbitrary constant only. Okay, now next part, again third term equals to 0, and this from the third term we have to make a subject of ck. So ck will be minus ck minus 2 upon this m plus k into m plus k plus 3 plus 2. Okay. As you know, now you have to apply only a first single part, and that is for the smallest root, and your smallest root is -2. So you have to apply for the root m equals to -2. Okay. So putting m equals to -2, so you may get ck equals to minus ck minus 2 upon k minus 2 into k plus 2 k plus 1 plus 2, and here you have to write its boundary, and that will be from k is greater than or equals to 2. Hope you all know now very well. Okay, so as per the boundary it is starting from 2, so applying k equals to 2, so that will be minus c0 by 2. Putting k equals to 3, you will get c1 upon 6, and so that's minus c1 upon 6. Yes, sorry. Next k equals to 4, you will get minus c2 upon 12. But in place of c2, you can write the values of this. So that will be minus c0 by 2. So at the end, c4 will be minus c0 by 24. Same putting k equals to 5. So that will be c1 upon 120. Don't forget that you will get here two arbitrary constants. One is a common, that c0, that is fixed, and another for the indeterminate form. Okay, so here c1 is being indeterminate form. Okay, so the answer will be in c0 and c1 form only, and at the last you have to write a general solution, and that is y equals to x to m summation k equals to 0 to infinite ck access to k. Okay, now doing expansion, so c0 plus c1x plus c2x square up to this on, m equals to -2, because as we are doing for the part -2 for the smallest root only. Okay, so x is to -2 and this whole term. Okay, now c0 plus c1x. C1x will be as it is. Why? Because that is your arbitrary constant. Okay, so just keeping as it is C1x. Okay, now C2, as you know, C2 is your minus C0 by 2 x square as it is. C3, again you are having minus C1 upon 6 into the x3 as it is. So putting this all the values and making a series. So here you will get two kind of series. First one is for the C0 constant and the second one is for the another constant, and here it is C1. Okay, so just taking out the common is all the terms. So at the final you will get the terms, you will get the series that y equals to x raised to minus 2 into the bracket C0 into the brackets of C0 terms and C1 common into the brackets its terms. Okay, and as we have discussed, part 2 is not necessary to do in this condition. Okay, so we'll not do part 2. You have to apply only for the smallest root, and that is here minus 2. Okay, hope you all got very well. Now in next session we will do again more practices for these examples. So we'll start with our fourth example in next session. Okay, so till that, please do this all the examples first, second and third, and please note it down in your pages or books so that you can get understand. Okay, thank you.